Hey, what's going on, Big Planet? Thank you for landing here again. I really appreciate any time you give me. Check out this phrase right here, law of the jungle. Now, first of all, my wording won't always be proper, and I'm not even going to try and make sure that everything I say is proper. As long as you understand me, we good. You know what I mean? Anyways, look at this phrase, the law of the jungle. I can guarantee you, saying that, you probably thinking of Jungle Book or something like that, but you're not thinking. I just saw Jungle Book down there. Forget it. I thought that was a joke. But anyway, I can guarantee you, you're not thinking about this video I'm about to show you. And it's funny they would mention survival of the fittest, right? Because now we're into this individualistic type of society. But this law of the jungle literally transfers or literally means self-interest in the struggle to survive. So check out this video and let's talk about it when we come back.
Humans, it's time to be meek, meek, meek. Humans, it's time to be meek.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Man, I take a cue ball. Let me tell you something.
So Meek Planet, did you hear that? Forgive the noise in the background. There's a dude out there cutting the grass. But did you hear that? You know what they're talking about, right? You see, 80 to 90% of us are living in a survival state of consciousness. A lot of us are not even aware that it's going on because us as humans, a lot of us really attribute who we are to the social constructs that's been created. To our race, how much income we make, family, geographical location, gender, religion. We, or some of us, completely base our lives on these human created constructs. Rarely does a person even understand consciousness and how those levels work. Now, this is not to say anyone is better than another person for understanding this, but people are different. This is how we're different, not by anything they created, but the understanding of who we are, why, and what we really can become is what separates us. Let me let you watch 2 more videos and you tell me if we've reached the law of the jungle yet. If besides all the riots, besides them trying to get rid of the police, besides all the individualism of I need a law passed for me, I need a law passed for this, I need to be able to do this, I need to be able to do that, I'm living my true self, I'm living, you know the whole thing. And it's not that social laws aren't good, a good thing for humanity. It's not like that's not a good thing so that we can have a way of respecting each other's boundaries or there'll be a consequence for it. The thing is, we have all but forgotten natural human laws. You know, the laws that they didn't give us, just the natural human law. You should not do this to a person. You shouldn't do that to a person. You know those type of laws? I thought I had them here somewhere. Oh, let's look at some of those things. Just basic human laws. Speak the truth. Right? Just tell the truth. Seek justice. Justice for all. Self-respect with humility. Self-discipline. Oh, ain't that one? People have no idea what that is now. Nobody's responsible for anything. You don't have to be disciplined. Now you can just call yourself something new if you don't like what you are. Acceptance of personal responsibility. Just said that one. To respect and care for oneself. To not exalt oneself or overindulge. Listen to these things. Now, I don't want you to get this confused with no type of religion or commandments. I mean, this is just regular stuff. This is do unto others as you would have them do unto you, even though that is like a religious saying. It's just 101 person stuff, 101 human. Respect and care for others. The golden rule. Recognize the connectedness between all people. What happened to that? We lost that. People associate themselves more with a superstar that they've never seen, never been friends with, never talked to, but somebody they talk to on Instagram than their neighbor. How is that? Anyway, I'll move on. Be caring and respectful, compassionate. You know, the whole consciousness does not work without empathy. And it's not just one type of empathy. Empathy comes in layers. There's cognitive empathy, which you think about the situation you're in and how this affects another person. There's other forms of empathy that I'll go into later. But consciousness without empathy is a psychopath. We must have empathy as well as consciousness, but you can't just have empathy without consciousness. You'll be a wreck. Caring for others and living things and the environment, not just people, not just humans. And we've long forgotten that there's only one Earth. I sort of got off task a little bit. That's okay. We back on track. Thank you for being here. Let's be Meek about it. So I'm going to let you watch these two stories, horrific. And you ask yourself, where are we? Why is this happening? I'll tell you why after the video. Let's check it out.
Preparing for her first day back at middle school, a St. Louis family is planning a 13-year-old's funeral. Police say Nevaeh Smallwood's boyfriend shot and killed her Tuesday. News 4's Kim St. Ange had a gathering tonight to honor Nevaeh. Kim.
Tonight here at St. Louis County Police Headquarters, investigators are still sitting on the name of this accused shooter, and they likely won't ever release it, and that's because he's not even old enough to drive at the age of 15. Just steps from the home in Delwood where 13-year-old Nevaeh Smallwood was shot and killed. Friends and family gathered to say goodbye. Crime scene tapes still up around the home on Lindcrest Court near Hallsbury and Chambers. Police say they're still investigating this case as a homicide.
We're still living in a dream. It hasn't really hit us yet.
Princess Portis describes her niece as a typical 13-year-old who loved making TikToks.
She was a very energetic, outspoken young lady.
As of Tuesday, police data shows at least 63 children have been shot in the St. Louis area this year. 18 have died. Sad stats this aunt wants to stop seeing.
I'm really fed up with it. This right here has hit home, and I'm devastated. And I really, really wish that these young men and women would put the guns down. They mean us no good. If you're not hunting for food, we don't need them.
I'm sorry. This is a baby. Who is providing guidance to the babies if we're all in an individualistic society? We're all in a me. Kids now, Listen to some of these YouTube channels about kids. Some women see kids as a hurdle. Men see kids as an obstacle to money and materialistic things. The beauty of us is that we are human. Our superpower is creating other humans. What is wrong with us, people? That's not all. Watch this one. Like how? What happened?
Have the suspect in custody, and we cannot bring Tristan back.
The body of 13-year-old Tristan Bailey was found on Mother's Day, authorities in Florida say. The young cheerleader was reported missing earlier in the day. St. Johns County Sheriff's Office arrested 14-year-old Aiden Fucci, saying he is the only suspect in this case.
He's currently in custody with the Department of Juvenile Justice, charged with second-degree murder.
Aiden Fucci attends the same school Tristan Bailey did. He appeared before a judge, where it was determined he would remain in the custody of the Department of Juvenile Justice for the next 21 days.
All right, Mr. Fucci, you're charged with second-degree murder. Murder committed with a depraved mind but without premeditation.
The state attorney's office has not yet decided if Aiden will be charged as an adult. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Meek Planet. Those are babies. They didn't fail themselves. The system didn't fail them. This didn't happen because they were poor. This didn't happen because they were of a certain gender or of a certain race. This happens because the people around them have no idea what is driving the decisions. And the people before them probably have no idea because, as I said earlier, 90% of us are living our daily existence from the consciousness survival level. To put this in perspective, an animal is born with instincts. Their consciousness is survival. They only worry about food, water, shelter, and raising their young. But when in comparison to a tree or a plant, they have a higher level of consciousness. But us being on a survival level of consciousness is us living our day-to-day existence purely based on societal constructs, because we have no idea what's driving our decisions. We think that we're consciously making decisions when truly we don't spend a lot of time thinking about bettering ourselves per se. We think about bettering our position in life. Because when you're in a survival consciousness, those are the things you chase. Those people you think are rich also chase things in their life from a fear perspective. They may drive to get money even after they're rich. They may not trust. You may not, they may have other issues, but they're still from a survival consciousness. We're going to talk about this a lot. I love the fact that you were here and you watched this whole video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I think that I did not show my screen here, so I'm probably going to have to change up the audio. This is fun for me. I like being part of the awakening. Please leave some comments. Let me know if you understand what I mean by the meek and power being perfect power under perfect control. The meek shall inherit the earth, and we